Storms to alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3. Weather coverage you can count on.
Hello and welcome back, and good morning everybody. Meteorologist Sean Macaday. Right now we're stepping out the door to pretty nice conditions. All in all, things are, for the most part, as they should be. Rochester, right now 35 degrees. Winds out of the northeast, pulling in colder air out of the north. Here's the interesting thing though, easterly winds don't happen too much. Basically that only happens if the atmosphere is forcing the winds to flow out of the east. And that only happens if there's a low pressure system to our west, which means it's on the way towards us. That means the weather's about to get busy. Things are, like I said, as they should be right now. May not be the case later today. Temperatures in the mid to upper 30s across the region. You're stepping out the door, you probably want a light jacket, maybe a light coat, or maybe a thicker jacket. It does feel a little bit cooler, just below freezing, with wind chills in the upper 20s. Here's these winds out of the northeast that I was just talking about. They're up to 10 to 15 miles per hour in some spots, so it is fairly windy, and we're going to have to get used to these winds the next couple of days because they're not going anywhere. Other folks in our upper Midwest neighborhood are dealing with a lot more winds. Blizzard warning in parts of northwestern Minnesota, closer to Fargo, Grand Forks, and you got the Dakotas right there. You got winter storm warnings up north where we are. It is the opposite ordeal. We'll be tracking rain today with a chance for thunderstorms. Last week, we dealt with a very similar storm. It was Friday. Eastern Iowa was dealing with tornadoes. The Twin Cities was dealing with a lot of snow. This system, pretty similar, not really going to be bringing nearly as much snow. It's not really as a concern into our region or even to the Twin Cities, but the rain and storms still a concern right now. Let's take a look and set the stage. We're looking at the radar. It's pretty much clearing skies across Iowa right now. You got one thunderstorm here moving into Illinois just off of I-80. That's it though. Not much going on at the moment, but soon this system arrives out of the southwest. That is really going to be towards this evening, and then things will get much busy. This morning, not too bad. That commute to work, it's going to be okay. Temps in the mid-30s, just a light jacket, something like that should do the trick. We'll start to see a couple of rain showers closer to noon. I think between 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. is that best window, I think, for seeing some scattered showers. Thunderstorms, that comes later. That's going to be closer to 8 p.m. 8 p.m. towards midnight, that's when a couple of stronger storms roll on through and things are getting busy. Notice how most of the day's in the 30s. It is not a warm day. It gets warmer overnight. Winds out of the south as those thunderstorms arrive actually make it warmer. So the high temperature today that you see on your phone that's in the mid to upper 40s, that doesn't arrive today until like tonight, 10 p.m., 11 p.m. That's when you're talking about those high temperatures. Most of the day we're in the 30s. Maybe some folks in North Iowa getting closer to the 40s. Southern Minnesota staying in about upper 30s, touching 40. Now again, couple of showers, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then we got some clearing. The afternoon commute, honestly, probably isn't that bad. But then as soon as 7 or 8 p.m., here's the thunderstorms. They're igniting right off the bat with a chance for large hail. That's the biggest concern, some strong winds, and there is an isolated risk for a tornado, although that tornado risk is going to be a little bit more to our southeast. We're at a 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather today. The big risk of that is hail. Large hailstones greater than ½ inch in diameter are likely with any of these storms that develop. Then you could see some gusty winds too. And yes, there's a low risk for a tornado, much higher risk in the same region of Iowa that was dealing with it just a couple of days ago, last Friday. They're going to be doing pretty much the same thing for the most part, again, doing with a large chance for some numerous strong tornadoes. 7-day forecast tomorrow, we got some early rain showers, mixed with snowflakes, and things get pretty windy.
Thank you, Sean.